Sephora stores are everywhere you are. So just pop in. When you need a brown lip to match your 90s playlist. A confidence boost before your interview? Or a last-minute gift for mom's birthday. There's always a Sephora near you. Just pop in. Use our store locator to find your local Sephora or Sephora at Kohl's.
This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us. Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting and luscious episode of The Public Affair. Now, before we continue, I just got to give big ups to Mason out here, right, girls? Yeah. Give your big ones to Mason. Poor guy. I have two hot chicks in the building. He just couldn't help himself. You know what I mean? Started stumbling, scared. Okay, we love some Mason. Thank you so much for being here to produce this episode of The Public Affair, and of course, the Rogue Media Network for all you do for me and the show. Of course, to everybody that tunes into The Public Affair each week, you guys mean the world to me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this episode. You guys already do that, so whatever. Listen, now before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by David Santabañez with Linear Real Estate. He is the #1 sales agent in his office, been remaining the #1 sales agent in his office since my last guest has been on here on episode 53. I'm just saying, okay? That was like 3 years ago, right? And he's going to help you buy a home or sell your property. Make sure you follow him on Facebook at David with Linear, or call the number on the screen, darling, for all your real estate needs. If you guys need a new home, you don't know where to start, David Santabañez is going to walk you through the whole entire process from start to finish. Thank you so much for all you do for me and the show, bro. I truly appreciate you. Of course, to JB Auto Detailing with Joseph Blancas, who provides mobile detailing for all of Waco and the surrounding area, promising 100% satisfaction guaranteed, leaving your vehicles looking brand spanking new and fresh, because I like to do things in my car that nobody has no business doing. All right, and so he gets everything out, makes it smell brand new, you know, because sometimes the linger smell. Okay, pricing and such at jbautodetailing.net. Call the number on the screen to book, and follow on Facebook at JB Auto Detailing. Of course, to Arturo y Eva de la Cruz with Arturo's Frame. They do wood framing for houses and all remodeling. That's right. They're also going to assist you with building brand new homes from the ground up, because sometimes you don't want to be moving into somebody's old house, right? You just want your own house the way you want it to look, and Arturo's Frame is going to help you do that. Hablan inglés y español. Call the number on the screen for a free in-town consultation, and follow on Facebook at Arturo's Frame. Thank you guys so much for all you do for me and The Public Affair. And of course, my boy Juan Morales with Waco Fencing and stuff. Now listen, Juan is building privacy fences and chain link fences. Perfect when you need that extra at-home privacy, right? You're trying to walk around, you know, with the buns out and stuff. You know, you don't want nobody looking and whatever, okay? He's also does demolitions, build wood decks and stone patios and gorgeous flower beds. Contact him with the number on the screen for your consultation to Waco Fencing and stuff. Thank you so much for all you do for me and The Public Affair. I truly, truly appreciate you. All right, guys. Like I said, I've been so excited to have these next girls on the show. The timing had to be right. One of them was here 3 years ago and told an amazing story about her life that was very, very well received. Well, you know, we had one hating ass bitch. We had one hating ass bitch, well, maybe two. I don't know. I don't remember. And then the other one, I've been trying to get her mans on the show for the last 3 years, and then she finally decided to come on and do a trial run. Okay. No, well, listen, nonetheless.
I'll be here for him.
Thank you. Yes. Okay. And then tell him that it wasn't that bad. Tell him I don't bite. Okay.
Or maybe.
Even though you both are really hot together, I will say.
Thank you.
No, but we're not here for that. Listen, I'm so happy to welcome Ashley Ledesma and Ace Zavala here on The Public Affair. How you ladies doing? Good. Thank you so much for coming. We got the mimosas on deck.
Yes.
Now, God, Ashley, first of all, you both are looking stunning today.
Thank you.
I didn't do the assignment. Okay, I have a hosting after this, and it's going to be outside, so I was trying to dress warm and in layers, and you guys dressed like you were going to a summer barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so, no, Ashley, you were here 3 years ago on episode 59. Let's just jump right into it, okay?
Okay.
The episode was very highly well received by a lot of women. They thought I was very empowering and inspiring.
Yes.
Some people didn't, though.
Yeah.
Some people thought you were being fake. Some people thought that you were just like telling a story. What's your response after 3 years?
Well, I mean, the real people really know me.
For sure.
Of course, haters are gonna hate.
Yeah.
At the end of the
Gotta have
day.
That's it.
So yeah, if you don't have haters, you're not doing it right. So
yeah. I learned that,
That's it.
unfortunately, in this business. I hate that, though. I feel like it's annoying.
it is.
It's
It is
annoying.
annoying.
It
It can be.
Now, but you don't strike me as the type to throw hands, though, but I've definitely seen Ace throwing them hands.
Where you see that?
I definitely seen it on social media, and I was like, oh, this girl, she should come on the show sometime.
Yeah, she's the fighter.
Are you
and
the fighter, Ace?
I'm the protector. I don't
That's
fight.
a good way to put
There you
it.
go.
I don't fight for no reason.
Yeah, so you don't
I just-
initiate fights.
I protect mine.
I think
it.
that's good, though.
I mean, if I have to, I will.
Then you will. Okay,
Mhm.
I've not gotten into a fight.
I just felt like they always called me.
Oh, is that right?
Back in
Yes.
the day,
Yeah,
she's not a fiiter no more.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
anymore.
a
So you
change
changed your
to it.
ways? Is that since you
Yes.
become an entrepreneur, or is it just growing up?
Just growing up, maturing,
Mm-hmm.
realizing a lot of stuff
Yeah.
that ain't, you know.
I
So
got
we
you.
got to kill them with kindness.
Yes.
Be
Easier,
successful.
Easier said than fucking done.
It is,
It's easier
but
said than done. Okay, I don't want to
it's
hear that
true.
shit. Listen, now Ace, this is your first time on the show.
It is.
And as I mentioned in the intro, you know, I've been trying to get your husband Ulysses on the show for a long time.
Yes.
Yes, and so he's being super shy. So I mean,
I feel like
Yeah.
he just wants to like, you know, achieve more. He just wants to show more if he does come on the show.
Yeah.
He wants to, you know, have a lot more to put out there.
Okay.
So
Well, can I just use the opportunity then to just say, which I think that is a very humbling thing to say, you know, but
Yeah.
I think in his own right, and I just want to give him his props and his flowers.
But I
that
feel
it
like,
seems like he's doing
yeah,
a
I
lot.
feel like he has achieved a lot. He has a
Yeah.
lot to show for it. So I'm just like, so I think the time is coming.
He's just a go-getter.
No, and
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, that's a good quality to
It
have, and I
really
respect
is.
that as a man,
Mhm.
about a man, because there's a lot of men these days that ain't doing that shit, right? Everything needs to be handed to them.
But,
Don't get me started. But yeah, but he's not like that.
Yes, he's motivated me a lot. Like I looked up to him.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, because he's
Oh,
a little
okay.
older than me. We're like 4 years apart.
Okay.
But I looked up to him a lot. Like
Yeah.
just him getting his stuff together, him changing his ways.
I see.
And I feel like I was like that as well.
Okay, got
so
you.
he has me just growing up, maturing,
Yeah.
looking at stuff different.
Yeah.
So
It's
I really
important
do
to-
look up
It's
to him.
important to do that though, right?
Yes.
Like, it's like I say, everything doesn't deserve a response. So while we joke earlier that you're the fighter, and yeah, we seen you on the social media, you know, snatching a bitch's wig off.
Did I? I don't remember.
I thought it was. I thought, or at least they were talking about it. I don't know, but but no, but mind you, that was years and years ago.
Yes,
okay,
it's-
but
it's
no,
been a
but
while.
at some
I
point,
probably kept the wig too.
it
It was playing with it afterwards.
Okay, I want to say though, and just you know, Ulysses, shout out to you, and I think that you are doing big things, and I thought it was cute. I want to say this too. I've been wanting to joke about you since I found out we're booking you. You know, at the Waco Awards are coming up,
Yeah.
and one of the categories that they added amongst the thousands that they had is Dog Breeders of the Year.
Okay.
And I was like, who's gonna win besides Ulysses? No, honestly, who else is breeding dogs?
Hey, he was breeding dogs, breeding me. And he was like, you and he, I'm getting
Yes.
you too.
Oh shit, bitch. No, when I saw this fucking category, I was like, okay, so that's for
Yeah.
Ulysses and Kevin. Like,
For real.
all right, like, no. Anyway, listen. So, Ashley, since you've been on the show 3 years ago,
Mhm.
what's been new with you? I mean, obviously, so much has gone on in your business and a lot of growth I can see. Can you talk to us a little bit about since you've been on the show?
Well, since I've been on the show, I've been doing a lot of. I'm really known in Waco for Brazilian waxes.
Yes.
And of course, my TikToks. I've been growing my TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because when I was in school and the first time you had me, I was like, I wasn't gonna I seen Alex episode the other day.
Yeah.
I told myself I wasn't gonna do that. I just wasn't interested in it. Well, after the first time I did it, I was just like, you know what? I like this. So
Yeah.
that's all I do.
So yeah, all you post is badges. Yes.
And she was trying to get me for a minute because I was
Right.
going
It took her
somewhere
a minute
else.
to come to me.
You mean for her to Brazilian
Yes.
you?
Yeah, I was going
Yeah.
somewhere else, and she was like, I go to you every 2 weeks to get my nails,
Yeah.
and you still don't come to me. I'm like, Ashley, if you want to just see, just
Just-
tell me.
okay.
I said,
No,
girl, I used to wipe your
but-
ass. Just let me wax
When you were
you.
drunk, it's good, right?
No, but when I went the first time, it wasn't
Yeah.
that bad. I was like, okay.
You know, it
It
seems
is.
almost revealing. That I mean, listen, I've never seen like on purpose a vagina in real life for obvious reasons. You know, but you know, it almost seems revealing on social media. Though I wonder how you not get away with it. But I
Yeah.
know you know sometimes you're just like this, and that's their piece.
Yeah.
But then you, I mean, obviously the rest of it's their vagina.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
are a lot of women nervous about you putting their vages on social media like that, or?
I do get some, and I get some that like, who's gonna know it's me? Of course, I do get their consent. They sign a form.
Oh, they do. Okay.
And then whoever does let me
Yeah.
do before and after get a discount with me.
Oh, I
So
see.
they love discounts.
Do you do
so.
men too?
I don't.
You
I mean,
don't?
I do.
Can you? You can.
I do their back, their
Okay.
booty, their chest,
Yes.
face. But
Girl,
I
get-
haven't done a manzillion.
Well, let me tell you something. Can you get my back? Because I've been noticing a little bit of hairs back here. I'm not about that
Yes,
fucking
let
life.
me.
Thank God I don't have hair on my ass.
Yeah.
But I don't. And I always thought it was gross when there was hair growing out of a man's back.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I'm like very groomed some. Like I groom a lot. You know what I mean? But,
That's
you know,
good.
I like, you know, I know it's
Yes.
inappropriate. I'm not trying to be gay, but I'm just saying, I like, you
Definitely.
know, everybody likes to be a little.
Let me do your back
Just-
and TikTok.
We'll do the
a
back and TikTok, yes. And, you know, since we're having back day and shit, shout out to Monica. We both work out with Monica.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out to
yes.
her. Now, Ace.
Yes.
Can we get to know a little bit about you? Because, I mean, this is your first time on the show. And so I would love to get to know who Ace Zavala is growing up and everything, please.
Well, I've always been more like to myself. I
Mhm.
feel like Ashley's been more of the, you know, out there,
Yeah.
talkative. I've always been kind of like antisocial a little bit.
Mhm.
But I'm trying to get out of my shell, and I have been ever since I started doing nails.
Yeah.
I've been doing nails for going on 6
Show
years.
the camera them nails, girl. Those are scratch a bitch up. What are you talking
Yes,
about?
I got them
Okay.
just for that.
Yes, okay, when you go to 5 Bar.
Don't ask me how I wipe my butt because I got one of them toilets. You
How
push
do
the
you-
button.
Do you have a
and
bidet?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I need
no,
one though.
I have one.
Oh, you do?
I do. And I think
Well, see, you.
yeah, you have to get one. I think guys and girls both have to get a bidet.
Mhm.
It's y'all were tripping on COVID when you couldn't get toilet paper. I was not. I was like, like we good. Okay?
Yeah, a lot of people ask me, how do you do this? How you do
Yeah.
that? I'm like, I do everything. I got a 11-month-old baby.
Mhm.
I do everything.
You
with
don't
these
scratch them
nails.
up with it?
I don't.
Really?
Let me not because I haven't.
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. Okay. How do you do other things with the nails?
Oh, I could do everything.
You got that?
with it, yeah.
She's an
no,
expert.
No hands. No hands.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
like to get them short, medium, just
Yeah.
just whatever I'm feeling.
I got you. What were the
Yes.
circumstances of your life growing up? Are you from Waco or?
I am. I'm
Okay.
from Waco, yes.
Yeah, and the family dynamic for you. Would you say that you had a pretty rough life, or was things easy for you? Or
I feel like I had a good
yeah,
life, good childhood.
Mhm.
I feel like if anything, I made it hard for myself.
really.
Yeah.
In what aspect do you think?
Just for like in school wise, I was always the type that never listened or
Mm.
I wasn't really good with people telling me what to do.
She was a rebel.
She was a rebel, yeah.
And as far as jobs as well, like before I started doing nails, I had like 3 other jobs.
Right.
And I did not do well with none of those just because like coming in at this time, I
Okay.
just didn't do good with
Are
that.
you not good with authority and
I'm
leadership?
not.
Or?
She's not. Mm-mm.
How does that?
And I
wonder-
feel like
yeah.
doing nails and joining cosmetology, like you could basically make your own schedule up.
Right.
You know, so I feel like that's more my type of thing. And then
No,
me
for
trying to
sure.
be my own boss, I'm like, yeah, that's what I want.
That's
My
what you want.
my days when I want them off.
Uh huh.
So
Pretty
I
much
think,
telling yourself what to do.
exactly.
Can I ask a personal question? I wonder how that plays out in your relationship because I view relationships in a more traditional manner in the sense of like the man, is like the head and the woman is the neck. You know what I mean? And
I feel like we're kind of both.
okay.
Boss.
Yeah.
Oh, I
we're-
see.
Yeah, so we both wear the pants.
does that not like interfere with anything? I
It does
wonder?
sometimes.
Yeah.
It does.
good.
It does. But I feel like it keeps both of us on our toes.
Really?
So like we both set high standards.
I would think
so-
that would be difficult, right? Like
It can be.
it can be, yeah.
But I mean, I like it because it has everything in line.
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
They learn
everything.
to work with it.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. I mean, 2 bosses living in the same. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes he gets tired of me nagging on him
And
about
then he
something.
just says yes.
But I'm like, if I don't do it, who's gonna do it?
Right,
You
for
know
sure.
what I mean? So
Talk to me about when you met Ulysses. I always liked watching y'all's relationship on social media. I think that you guys look amazing together, and the fact that you both
Yes.
are bosses is just another plus. So big kudos to you guys. But what was it meeting your man's?
So we've been together 10 years. We
Uh-huh.
just had our 10-year anniversary. But we're, typical
Mm-hmm.
couple. I mean, typical people from South Waco,
At the
As-
club.
as
okay,
you can
taking
say.
provocative photos.
Yeah. So
Is there any hidden provocative videos that we?
no.
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 No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But we
Yeah.
met each other, I feel like at our lowest points in
Oh,
life.
really?
Yeah, because when
Mhm.
I met him, he had just lost his mom.
Oh.
And it had been like a year. So when I met him, he was like, just
hmm
being crazy and
Yeah, for sure.
all that as anybody else would,
Right. You
And then
know,
I feel
yeah.
like me, I was going through my stage where I didn't give no ifs about nothing. You
can
can't
curse,
tell
it's
me
okay.
nothing.
Yeah, it's okay. Ashley
So-
said, didn't she give you the rules before you got here that there are no rules?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it cute.
But I feel like when we met each other,
Mhm.
we met each other for the right reasons, to get each other on track, to
That's good.
to pull each other out that darkness
Yeah.
or whatever. So I feel like
It takes a strong couple to do that, I think. I
Mhm.
think it takes a strong couple, especially when you guys are going through the ringer. And surely you've had your own challenges in the relationship,
Mhm.
but it takes a partnership, right? Like it takes the
Mhm.
both of you. But I don't know that. That's what I'm saying. The fact that you both are alphas.
Yes.
Like I feel like that would get in the way of a lot. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
But it took a long time coming.
Yeah.
As any relationship, I
For
feel
sure.
like we had our up and downs. But I could honestly say like right now, we are in like
Probably
we're in the time where we're good, we're happy.
Yeah.
Like I can honestly say like I'm really happy right now. Like
That's
with everything
good.
going on, family,
Yes.
household, work wise, relationship.
Just blessed.
Yes.
Just blessed up.
And I feel like I prayed about that a
Yeah.
lot. Like when am I gonna actually be happy? Like
Most
in
definitely.
in life, not necessarily like with him, but
Right,
like, you know,
in general.
just growing up, going
Mhm.
through certain stuff. And I feel like I handle a lot of stuff pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I don't put my personal business out there. Like, you
really
never
don't.
see me
Mhm.
put my stuff on social media or what I'm going through, but that's just me. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
saying nothing's wrong with that, but
Right.
that's just how I handle stuff.
I-
We keep our stuff more private.
Absolutely. And that's what I
Of
love
what we're
about you
going
guys.
through.
The only thing that we ever see about them is just hot pictures. Like,
Mhm.
and the fact
Because
that they put
we could be
love
fighting one day and then the next minute we all on each other. So why would we want to put that on
Put it out
social
there.
media?
Yeah, I agree.
They're gonna be like, well, damn, they was just fighting. Now
I
you know?
love
but
and
no.
respect a couple that just go through things in private. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? I
Yes.
say that to my best friend and his wife. I'm like, I love that you guys just. I don't ever know when they're fighting. You know what I mean? It's so great. Now, Ashley, you've gotten married or since the show, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, within. Oh no, yeah.
Right?
That
Wasn't
next
it
year?
Resident? Yeah. You got okay, yeah. So I mean, how has life changed for you since then? Do you think that marriage strengthens you guys' relationship, or was there trials to begin with as well?
I mean, it's the same.
Yeah.
I married my best friend, so we're cool.
Didn't
like,
I say he was supposed to come on the show too with you? Well, didn't
We
I
need
not
to
say
do a
that?
couple
Yeah, we
show.
need a couple.
We should have had all four of you guys on
Yeah.
the fucking show. Yeah, that would have been fun.
It's nothing changed.
Yeah.
I'm just a married woman now.
Mm-hmm. But
That's
them
it.
DMs still lit though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, Ace, okay, so you do nails.
Yeah.
Talk to us a little bit about your career beginnings. I mean, we know that she's making our badges look snatched, right?
Yes.
Now, what inspired you to do that? And
Whenever
choose that
I
career
was
path?
younger growing up, I've always loved. I could never go without my toes and my
Mhm.
nails done. Like that's just one thing about me that I had to have done.
Right.
Mhm.
And I feel like in school and in jobs, they would always be nagging about me like, oh, your nails are too long, or you can't have piercings, you can't have this, you can't have that. And I'm just, like I said, I just don't like people telling me what
Yeah,
to do.
for sure.
So I don't know, I just got really into it, and I started practicing on my little sister, and
Yeah.
she's the type that's like, these are ugly, or
That's real.
these
Oh,
are
she's like
lumpy,
that?
or yes, or she'll take them off. But so she was my guinea pig. So and so
Mhm.
now she used to talk shit about me about
Yeah.
her nails, and now she's blown me up. Can you
She
get
got
me
her
in? Can you do
nails
this? Can you? Yeah.
And not just that.
Yeah.
She's getting into it. She's
Oh yeah.
Oh, the sister is.
Yes.
Oh,
little
okay,
one,
gotcha.
Little one.
Oh,
So-
that's so cute.
Yeah, so she'll come get her nails done,
Yeah.
and she'll be on her phone. I'm like, "Are you paying attention?"
Yeah.
So, but she knows each step, and then her stuff looks pretty good though.
Yeah, I should
For
have
her
had you
starting
do
off.
my nails before
I-
the show. I always think it's weird when dudes have like fucking French tips. Like I do. I think
I've never seen it.
I've seen that shit before, dude.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
I mean, they're starting to paint them.
yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
Like,
are.
getting a
I've always seen the
manicure.
paint.
I mean,
Like Bad Bunny.
to
don't
me,
give a
what
fuck
I
who says
I
that.
feel like looks good is like a manicure with like clear coat.
I do clear coats.
You know, like
to
a-
help me stop biting my nails because I bite
Oh,
my
yeah.
nails. Yeah, and so I did do clear coats before, and I have done manicures with that. But I think that when guys get like fucking French tips, I think that's right. And I'm gay as fuck, in case you haven't realized. But, you know,
I
still,
would be happy to.
Would you? No, but I want a nail. I want like one nail like
Yeah.
yours, like that. No, I want it to be
Oh,
this
that's-
one.
Okay.
I want it to be this one so I can go like this and then.
Or in case you gotta shake somebody.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, these days.
No, for real.
I don't know why the fuck I'm almost getting into fights every time I go out now. Like, I don't understand this. What is going on? I feel like I'm on that show Baddies East.
Dang.
My friend Leslie got me on that show. You know Leslie Delgado. She got me
Yeah.
on Baddies East. I'm like, bitch, I can't watch that shit in the morning right now. Now I'd be going to work and shit,
Like
ready
ready.
to fight. Like ready. Like the littlest thing, I'd be ready to set it off. You know what I mean? Hey, I love y'all's relationship. You call her your sister.
Yes.
She's not your biological sister though.
Yes, she is.
Oh, she is your
I
biological
mean, we
sister.
have
Yeah.
different daddies.
Oh, you have different dads.
We have the same
Oh,
mom.
okay, okay.
Yeah, that's my.
She's
my
the white.
sister.
She's
I
the
guess
white
I
one. I'm the
misunderstood-
dark one.
I guess I misunderstood when you said that she's just my best friend. Okay.
No, a lot of
She is
people too. A lot of my clients,
Yeah.
they're like, "Is that really your sister, or y'all just
Mhm.
call each other sisters?"
Mhm.
No, we're
No,
blood.
we're
I'm the
Oh.
dark one in the family. You know, there's always that dark one.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
No, I understand. Yeah, my brother, who's locked up and I haven't talked to in 10
Uh-huh.
years,
Yeah.
he's dark skinned like you as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
So but now you guys are sisters.
Mhm.
How was the relationship? You mentioned different dads, right? So did you necessarily grow up with each other? Or?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. I took her under my wing. I
Mhm.
taught her bad stuff.
She was getting me in the clubs like at
Yeah.
14.
Oh,
I
were
was
you
the
really?
bad
How the fuck were you
one.
doing that, Ashley? No, I thought it would be her.
I know. And then
Yes.
it's funny because now she does it with the little sister, and I'm
Yeah.
like, stop doing that. You're not supposed to be doing that. She's like, bitch, you're the one that taught me this
Okay, taught
shit.
me. What's the age gap here?
How
Which-
many years apart? I'm 33.
I'm 26.
Oh, yeah.
So whatever
Ashley,
that
you
number
had no
is.
fucking business doing all that mess.
I know, but she was just crying.
No, but you know
no matter
what?
How old she
Growing
was.
up, I would always hang with older people. I never
Right.
liked hanging around my age group.
I would watch her though.
Yes.
I would be like, like.
So, well, then, in that case, then talk to me about your sisterhood then, because like I always think it's fascinating. Like I have a biological brother who I'm just not close with, right? And he's the only sibling I have in this world, unless my dad's out there making kids behind my back. And so, like my brothers, who I've, Mauro and Jaime, but we're not biological. You know what I mean? So how was strengthening your sisterhood now being business partners, which we'll get to in a second? How was that pretty fluid for you, or would you say that there were some challenges in that as well, or especially growing up somewhat in a broken home? I think is
I
fair
feel
to
like
say,
at the beginning we had our ups and downs
Yeah.
a little bit, but that's just because the age that I was
Yeah, she was
at,
like little.
I was just growing up. You know that age where you just don't care about nothing.
Yeah, for sure.
But I feel like I grew out of that, and I feel like we became closer.
Since she matured, yeah, because when she was in that rebel stage,
we would get into it.
we would
Really?
get into it a lot, and I was just trying to like Ace, like chill out, you're
Right,
doing
for
too
sure.
much,
Yeah.
and then I would sometimes blame myself because I'm like, I'm the one that took her to the club, I'm the one
Right,
that
right.
gave her first, you know what I mean?
So she's acting like this because
yes,
of me. Yeah.
but at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She made her own choices, but
I have a good question then. We talked about the pushback that you got on your episode when you were on episode 53. Go watch it if you haven't. Very inspiring. The girls loved it. And so, you know how many dudes were in my DMs when your fucking episode came out? I'd be getting so mad. These niggas be in y'all, in my DMs asking about y'all. You know what I mean? And my DMs dry as a fucking whistle. It pisses me off. They're like, who's that chick with the hot? She's married. She's getting married, but I'm not married. You know what I mean? I'm not single.
I'm like,
No,
hello.
I do want to know that she was very candid on her episode about a lot of things that she went with in terms of abuse and everything like that. You, as the younger sister, and did you have a lot of exposure to what she was going through at the time? And what's your response to anybody about that episode when it came out? Like a lot of the negative criticism behind it.
I don't know. I feel like, what she went through, that's what she went through. But like me, I can't really say too much because I feel like I had a good childhood. I didn't really go through too much.
Right,
like
right.
I said,
honestly, a lot of my family didn't know that I was getting abused because
Oh,
we hid
really?
it so well.
Okay.
So we would hang out and stuff.
Right.
And she had no idea that.
So you didn't even know.
Yes.
Did you ever have your suspicions? Like, did you ever want to snatch him up or like?
a little bit?
Yeah.
But I mean, like me personally, I feel like I deal with like hard stuff good. Like, like some people deal with stuff different, but I feel like me wise, like, I don't know, I just deal with stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Okay,
more.
so anybody who's saying that she was faking the whole thing, I mean, fuck them, pretty much.
I mean, no, but I feel like everybody goes through stuff. Like, so you
Yeah.
can't really say what is real and what is fake.
And what's not. She knows her own story, and that's that. Yeah, I wondered you as the sister what your perspective was on the whole thing, because I mean, I don't know, like, I watched my biological brother. It's when family comes into play, right? And so I hate this shit. It's like family over everything until shit gets real. And so I watched my biological brother, who I can't stand his wife, right? Like, fuck her. But, I watched him cheat on her. I watched him do her wrong. I don't know if he was abusing her or not. And I watched him do a lot of things that were not how we were raised. You know what I mean? And I didn't agree with it. And I felt like my family was like, but you have to stick by him no matter what. But I'm not condoning bad behavior either. Like, so everything that he did to go to jail and everything that he did to her, and nonetheless how I feel about her, it was wrong. You know what I mean? Everything that you did to that girl was wrong. You know what I mean? So I just wonder, in your perspective, knowing that your sister went through that after the fact, I wonder what your mindset was.
It just taught me, really. It just made me look at stuff different and what not to accept. And so I feel like there's always that one sister, that one sibling that goes through everything for the rest.
For sure.
Yeah, so I feel like...
Okay, so you good, good for you. And you still grew up to be a strong woman.
Yes.
With them, I love them. Did you get new tattoos since
I
you've been on the show?
did, my
Girl,
elephant.
You better get out of here with all that mess. Okay,
I'm
dudes
telling
are gonna be in my
you.
DMs again. They're both married. Fuck. And I don't know, Ulysses, he be looking like he could fight too. So I don't want those problems. I just want him on the show. What's the biggest pet peeves that you guys have of each other?
Oh, let me see. Pet peeve.
I don't know, because we get along
That's what I'm saying. I can't
well.
think
Like,
right
we
now.
really
Maybe.
do.
I please.
I mean, whenever I was younger.
Yeah.
We fought one time.
You guys had a fist fight?
Yes. I feel like I fought all my siblings. I
We
fought all
fought
of
one
it.
time.
And
Oh my
one time
God.
they all tried to gang up on me. No.
Did you take them all down?
I wanted
She
to.
tried.
Did she
I
try?
was in the door listening.
Yeah,
And then I opened. I said, "Oh, okay, so y'all all talking about me. What's up?"
Yeah, at that time when we fought, it was crazy. I was
Yeah.
going through shit. She was going through shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it was over something so stupid.
Right.
But I was at the moment of my life, I was like, you know what? I'm miserable. Everybody else around me is gonna be miserable.
I see. Okay.
So it was over some.
So you were just being like selfish in the aspect
I was
that
being
I'm gonna
petty.
piss her off.
And
Yeah.
it made her
but
mad.
looking at it now, I feel like I could never do that. I could never put my hands
no.
on my
Mm.
sister.
Oh,
I
yeah.
could never.
Yeah.
Like now that I look at it, I'm like, why did I even do that? You know?
I just think that people putting hands on people, period, is unnecessary.
Yeah.
I really think and you can call me a pussy, whatever you want. And I know I've never had a fight. Have I been assaulted? Yes. But like at the end of the day, I'm in the mindset of we cannot resolve our issues with our words. I don't even want to fucking talk to you.
Yeah.
You know, we went to Warehouse.
Mhm.
We went to Warehouse for Leslie's birthday, and I don't know why there was a fight every 5 seconds. I was
I'm
scared.
telling
So I feel like me and my husband, we don't go out as
Yeah.
much because
Because of that.
because there's a lot of that. So
Crazy.
you really don't you'll see us out,
Right.
but for occasions, but
Listen,
we really
if
just
you
don't.
want me to go to brunch, bitch, I will be at brunch at 10 in the morning.
Day drinking is just
At all,
is
I
what
will
it
be there
is.
with you till 3 in the afternoon, but do not invite me. And I told fucking Leslie the other day, I love her. I said, Leslie, only reason why my bitch ass was at some fucking Warehouse was because it was your birthday. I actually fucking left. I actually
If
left.
I'm
Yeah.
ever anywhere, it's because it's this
Yeah,
bitch.
Yeah,
like
no, I was like, girl, you were there for my whole birthday. The fucking DJ, DJ doesn't like me. So he was staring daggers at me the whole fucking night. And then all of a sudden I see people over there pointing. And I was like, I'm fucking.
hell no.
Only reason why I went back, girls, because I love you and it was your birthday. Okay, and that's it. And
But-
then, yeah.
I like me and Ashley when we go out. I feel like we're a vibe. We know how to.
Yeah, y'all
We
are.
know how to
Yeah.
Yeah.
chill. We don't really get into
Get
it
the
with other
drama.
people. Yeah, we
It's not
don't.
worth it though.
And I feel like
people, yeah.
It ain't.
And we go out with each other because we
Okay.
know how we are. We, you know what I'm saying? We
Ashley,
can,
you be getting too turned up for me, girl. I can't. I
And
be
not,
watching
not
your,
recently.
No,
'cause,
yeah,
ugh,
girl, don't
it's
play with
catching
me.
up to me.
I be watching your fucking Snapchats at 5 in the morning when I'm up getting ready for the day, and I'm like, God damn, bitch. She's ass shaking.
She
and-
showed me a video the other night of her
Oh
dancing
my
in the car.
God.
Oh, shit.
And my man just.
Yes.
And I'm
I
like,
love
I
that,
told her, I
though.
said, why don't I remember this? I'm
She
too
was in
old
the
for
front
Yes.
seat, turned the other way, shaking her ass, finna cause a whole wreck.
Oh, my God.
And you hear my man,
Yes.
it's just me
I
and
love
him.
that your man's, that y'all, I just love, because look at, y'all are both stunning women, right? And
Thank you.
obviously when you post a picture, there's going to be some thirsty ass dudes, right? I just love that y'all's men just seem to just play y'all up though. Like I love that about y'all. You know what I mean? Like,
Our
I mean,
dudes
just
are
shout
not
out to them.
insecure.
Yeah.
They're not insecure. And
Mm-mm.
it takes, yeah.
And I feel like that's a good thing if
Mhm.
people are, complimenting or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
if they ain't say nothing, then damn, we ugly.
Now you guys have a special announcement to make before we go to break, and I just want to just do it real quick, okay? Who's gonna? Yes.
I give
So,
you-
so yes, we are opening up a salon
Oh,
pretty soon. We'll have it posted on both of our
Social media.
Instagrams.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
we
we'll
don't have a date yet,
Okay. Do we have a name?
Soon.
but it's soon. Yes.
it's Beauty Bliss.
Beauty Bliss.
Yes. And Bliss, that kind of falls in like spa,
Yeah.
relax, beauty.
Oh
And
shit.
it's
all
going to be
that.
multiple
So,
services.
Yeah, so that's why I named it that.
Oh wow.
Yes.
So are you guys nervous about going into business together though, as sisters? Do you
No,
think no? Are
I
you
think
sure?
we'll have fun.
Yeah.
If anything, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean, sometimes I get like, okay, because I've never worked with my sister.
Yeah. That's
So
what I'm
sometimes I
saying,
do.
yeah.
I'm like, we'll see how. But it's gonna work
But
out.
I'm
Yeah.
hardworking women.
Yeah.
Like I'll be there
Okay.
all day, every day.
Yeah.
So I feel like when it comes to work,
it's gonna be good. We're
I-
gonna
yeah.
have fun.
Okay. No, I get nervous sometimes, because
Yeah.
people think like I don't know that I would necessarily go into business like with my best
Mhm.
friends or
Yeah.
you know what I mean and stuff
Mhm.
like that because sometimes that can like bring turmoil. But we're gonna get to that in a minute, okay?
Yeah.
See, but we're gonna learn more about Beauty Bliss in here in just a second. We got more. I want to know about the DMs, even though they're still married. I want to know about Ace's turn in life and how she's not snatching bitches up anymore and more. Okay, so make sure you guys stay tuned here on The Public Affair. We'll be right back. Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this exciting episode of The Public Affair. My very two luscious guests, Ashley Ledesma, Ace Zavala. Before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Banda's Hauling Service with Julian and Ana Banda, who rent dump trailers. You fill it up and they're going to haul it away. They also do junk removals and tree brush removals and haul cars in and out of town. Book now with the number on the screen. They're perfect when you're in a sticky situation. Not like that, stop it. When you're in a sticky situation, okay? And if you need a tow, the car breaks down out of nowhere, he's got you. Banda's Hauling Service. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Manny Guerrero at Blue Star RV Services, a mobile RV tech who can fix all RVs, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and so much more. Oh, and food trucks, because a lot of my friends on here, y'all be having food trucks. The AC be out and shit like that. Just call Manny Guerrero. He's got you. He deals with the warranty companies too, just in case they're under manufacturer warranty. So you don't got to pay for shit. He'll take care of it. Follow on Facebook or call the number on the screen, the Blue Star RV Services. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Mayra Rosales with Strike a Pose Photography, a digital photo booth business. Perfect for parties, private events, corporate events, and so much more. It's convenient, it's fun, and it's easy. And if you need some private photo sessions as well, my girl's got you, all right? Call now and book with the number on the screen and follow on Facebook at Strike a Pose Photography. Thank you so much, Mayra, for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. I'm slurring my words. Of course, the Big Bear Lawn Care with Fernando de la Rosa snack. He's a small landscaping business. Y'all's lawns are a hot mess. He's going to come over there. He's going to take care of it. All right. Professional. He specializes in mowing, edging, mulching, and so much more. Call with the number on the screen and book with Big Bear Lawn Care right now. Ew, who's trying to mow the grass right now? I'm not trying to do that shit. Just call them. They'll do it. All right. And of course, to Sid Rodriguez with Elite Barbershop, making sure I'm looking snackish for this episode of The Public Affair located on Hewitt Drive. Call now with the number on the screen and download the Squire app. Walk-ins are welcome as well. He has Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, Cliff Fletcher, and Isai Reyes, as well as himself over there making you look snatched for any event coming up. Just listen, go to Elite Barbershop. He makes sure that I look good for more than 100 and I don't even, what is this, 170 something, 172, 3? I don't know. For something of the episodes of The Public Affair, all right? Thank you so much to Sid Rodriguez. All right, guys, we're here. We got A. Zavala in the building. We got my girl Ashley Ledesma featured on episode 53 of The Public Affair, and she is back 3 years later, and you look stunning.
Thank you.
I have to say, you both look stunning.
Thank you.
I got out of the car. I only wore like the sweats and shit because I have a hosting after this, and it's an outside hosting, and it's cold outside today. And I just wish that I would have like wore a suit or something.
I was hoping it would be colder.
Yeah, really? I mean, the high is 70. That's the coldest it's gotten in a long time. Okay. Now, listen, I know you both are married. Okay, and we talked about DMs earlier, right? But are the DMs still lit? Do you guys like still get them thirsty ass dudes in the DMs trying to just snatch you away?
I haven't. I put my man on there a lot. And
Yeah.
Of course, on my Facebook, I'm always shouting him out.
Yeah.
My kids, so.
I don't know, because your Snapchat be different, dude. Sometimes I be seeing that ass all over Snapchat. So Snapchat is where I'm worried about you.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
No, I haven't been. Have you?
Well, I feel like it's always, people messaging you, but I feel like I just ignore it. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
like he sees it too, and we just ignore it. It's nothing like.
Do you guys get comfortable enough? I don't know because I'm single, but like, do you eventually like, hey, look who's trying to slide in my DMs? Like, is it comfortable like that, or you just kind of like delete it and move on?
I'd leave it there.
Yeah.
Because I don't even open it. Like I don't even.
Yeah.
Half the time I don't even look at it.
Oh, I see.
So it really don't bother me because I don't even know who they are.
Same for you, Ashley?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I got
Pretty
you. Yeah,
much.
for sure. No, okay, let's talk about the business, right? Okay, so we got Beauty Bliss opening up. What made you guys decide, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and go into business together now and
Well,
do this?
as far as me, I feel like I've been in the, nail salons for 5 years.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's time for me to, do my own thing, have my own little vibe going.
Yeah.
I started off at Solar Nails,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a good experience there. As soon as I came out of school, I put on Facebook that I was looking for somewhere to work,
Right.
and the owner at Solar Nails, he hit me up and told me to go in, and gave me a little interview, and I feel like I was nervous. He was like, "Why you all nervous for?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Yeah, for sure.
So that was a good foundation for me to build or whatever. And then I left there, and literally it was like off guard when I left. So the next day I had like clients that I had to do.
Right.
And I was like, where am I going to work at? Because I don't like working at home.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just feel like that's just a sacred place for me.
Okay.
The smell, the nails and all that. And then I have kids. I don't want kids running in and out the room, bothering nobody.
Right.
Or whatever. So I've always liked being in a nail salon. And I was looking for somewhere to work, and I'm like, where am I gonna work? So I literally went all the nail salons in Waco.
Yeah.
And I shoot you now, they all said no.
Oh, really?
And I think it's because they just want their race in there.
A lot of
so
them.
I feel like
when we say their race, what are we talking about? Like, Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I used to think they were Chinese too. But
Yeah, no. Well, I knew that. Yeah.
They're Vietnamese.
Do you think it's more like are they all family? I don't know. Like that's
somewhat.
Some are.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them are family. And like at Solar Nails, they kind of have like a mixture of, race or whatever. So I went to every nail salon in Waco. They all turned me down. They all said no.
Isn't that kind of profiling? Isn't that like illegal?
But, because when I first started doing nails, there was not that many nail techs.
Oh,
like,
okay.
American-wise or
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
Vietnamese, So
all they have to do is look at the Waco Awards thing, and there's everybody does nails on the Waco Award.
I feel like ever since COVID and the
Yeah.
pandemic, whatever, now there's a lot
like
of nail
esthetician
techs.
cosmetology.
Yeah.
The beauty industry has
But I was
increased.
I was trying to do something that nobody else was doing.
Okay, got you.
You know, so I kind of wanted to do my own thing or
Yeah.
whatever. And you know, back to me going all over Waco looking for a nail salon to work at.
Definitely.
I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it at home, I guess, because I have clients tomorrow. And I was like, you know what? Let me go to one more spot.
Yeah.
So I went to Nail 2000.
Okay.
And that was the last spot that I went to after all day looking. I went in there and I talked to the owner, and he was like, okay, well, can you, do you do designs and stuff? And I showed him my work, and he was like, oh, okay, you're good. He was like, so when can you start? I was like,
shit, bitch, today.
I was like, tomorrow?
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay. He was like, well, I'll see you tomorrow. So I was like, okay. Like, it was just that quick.
Good. Okay.
And like an hour later, can you come in right now? And I was like,
wow.
I was like, no, I got to get everything situated. I was like, I'll be there tomorrow. He was like, okay. But when I tell you, like, Nail 2000 is like one of the jobs that, like, I like going there.
Okay.
They're so nice. They're so welcoming.
Really? Where are they at? Shout out to them.
On North Valley Mills.
By Fuddruckers?
Yes.
Oh, I love
Sweets.
Fuddruckers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like all of them, they're more like older, so I feel like they're more mature.
So they were more like receptive of you. And,
yes.
Yeah, I got you.
And they're more like supporting. And
That's
then I told
good.
them, I was kind of scared to tell them like, hey, I'm, gonna go my own way.
Yeah.
Which I shouldn't feel like that, but I feel like other nail salons that
Yeah.
whatever.
Was the owner pretty receptive of you doing that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They even
Cool.
said
That's
like
always
they're
good.
like congratulations. I didn't expect this to go that way.
I wish I would have got that support at the radio.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
But that's what I'm saying,
Sucks.
because like every other job that I had, like it was like me not wanting to go in, and I feel like me doing nails, like it's something that I like doing. Like when I go to work, I don't
You
hate
want to
it.
be
I
in
don't
an atmosphere that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
like some people go to work, they're like, oh, I can't wait to get off, or I don't even want to go in.
So to start the business was your idea?
Yes.
Or was it a collective idea?
Well, no, we've been talking about it.
Yeah.
It was just
We've been talking for a long
yeah,
time.
it was just never the right timing.
Just
like
I
going
see.
through.
You were in Abby's suite, right?
I still am.
Are you still there?
Mhm.
Shout out to Abby. We were supposed to
Yes.
actually have you and Abby on the show, and then
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. But so what was her reception like when you told her?
So it was so crazy
Yeah.
because Abby's my bestie, and so
And shout out to her. She just had a baby.
Yeah,
I saw her at the
she's so
fucking fair
cute.
2 days ago. Look snatched.
I know.
I
When
was
she
like,
walked
what
in,
baby did you have?
when
Like,
she walked in
yes.
to work, I'm like, bitch, baby, where?
Mhm.
The hell is your big toe
She
big?
didn't have no fucking kids. I was like, okay, you faked that. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, she did have a baby. She looked, and Abby, you look fucking stunning, girl.
Yes.
Stunning. I have to
As
tell you.
always.
Yes.
But yeah, whenever it was time for me to tell her, I was just
nervous a little bit.
I was nervous.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm just like that. I overstress. I
No, yeah.
overthink
Same.
always.
Mhm.
So when it was time for me to tell her that that me and her are gonna get a spot and then I'm possibly gonna move out, I took her on a dinner and everything
Okay.
and telling her how much I appreciate her, and she's
Yeah.
like,
What is it?
"What's going on?"
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do Abby's nails, and she was like, I was wondering what was up with Ashley, because she invited me to dinner.
Okay, she's talking about some 135 crime and shit.
I'm like, "That's all you want, Abby?"
But she was pretty receptive.
Oh yeah,
of it as well,
she was like she didn't understand why I was so nervous.
And you know what? Shout out to her too, though. I mean, the teeth whitening did wonders for me. And I do want to get a dental dam. Like
You
I
need
do
to.
see. Yes, I saw Oscar had it. He was on my show. He goes to
Mhm.
Abby, and since I saw him do it, I was like, oh, okay, so it's not gay, so I can do it. Yeah.
yeah,
Because he's not gay, even
And
though I did make a slight attempt to sleep with Oscar, but I didn't. So
Oh my gosh.
I didn't because he's not gay, and I respect that. I respect. Congratulations to you guys. Beauty Bliss is coming out, and I
Thank
can't wait to.
you.
I definitely want to come visit. Are we gonna have mimosas? Am I gonna be able to drink?
we're gonna have
Yeah.
everything.
Girl,
we're gonna
I'm
have a
there.
grand opening.
Oh, I'm gonna be there. Please let me know, and I will be there.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, as far as all that goes, though, do you guys have any client horror stories that you guys could share? I had a guest on the show, Amber, and she told a really funny horror story.
Mhm.
You know what I mean, about a client. And so I wonder if you guys have went through the same thing ever.
What do you mean by like?
Like, so somebody who just like was about to trash you because they thought you did such a bad job, or made you feel insecure about your work, or
I feel like that was more at the beginning.
Yeah.
But like, there'll be some people going there with attitudes or whatever. But I feel like me, I don't deal with it. Like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
she
oh, like
don't.
I had
Yeah.
this one client. She came in and sat down with her arms crossed. And I was like, greeting her, like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
what is it that you wanted today? She was like, my nails, like
Like,
Oh.
obviously. And I'm like,
damn,
girl.
bitch.
And I was like, I said, hold on one second. I went to my boss or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, you could pass it on to somebody else because I'm in a good mood.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm not, she's not finna mess my mood up or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, excuse me. I was like, yeah, they're gonna go ahead and take care of you because
Dang.
For sure.
So I feel like I don't deal with it.
She don't take no shit.
No.
I'm like that at my regular. You know, I have a regular job.
Yeah.
My boss loves it.
I know. So
Yeah,
mine
my boss
too
loves
because
it, yeah.
them with their clients, they're more like pleasing them, like,
Right.
oh, what is it that we're doing
Yeah.
wrong? What can I fix? And
Yeah.
they look at me and they'll start like laughing because they're like, damn, like she gets to it. Like I'll be like, okay. Like,
I think that should be lateral in any industry that you're in, whether you're an entrepreneur or even at your job. You shouldn't have to tolerate disrespect from nobody.
Because you can refuse a service.
No, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the same way. Like when I get booked for hostings, you know, I like a structure, I like an organization, and I won't be disrespected. There's only been one time, and so you know, I've been in.
But
situations,
I mean, you will have those.
You'll have those moments, but even like at my regular 9 to 5, if somebody's acting out of line or disrespecting the staff that I work with, I don't tolerate that. We're not dealing with that. We're moving on. You go over there and throw a fucking fit, and we're moving on. All right, like that's it. This is what we're doing, you know. And so, do you guys get nervous about? I mean, because obviously, with building the business, you're gonna have to hire people to work for you. You know what I mean? So, do you get nervous about who you're hiring? Do you guys have a pretty good selection of who you think you're gonna incorporate in the business? Or?
Well, I feel like I want to open it first, and then like take pictures or whatever how it looks, and then. I don't want to get nobody now because I don't want to, promise something like a date or whatever.
Oh, I see.
Because, opening it, the city has made it hard to where
have they? Okay.
Yeah, they have. But
we're supposed to open, like a month or two ago. But I feel like the city is just so strict.
That's not the first time I've heard that.
I feel like when it comes to small businesses, they don't give a shit. When it comes to big corps, they're like, oh yeah, we definitely gotta deal with them before we do it.
I'm not gonna say which business because I don't know if he wants me putting his business out there like that, but a business that I am very close with and somebody who is a good friend of mine, he was trying to open at a building.
Yeah.
And he did say that the city made it very, very difficult for him. It was always something.
But I feel like my husband's been a good help because he's a barber, so he has all the connects.
Yeah.
And
shout out to Next Generation.
Yes.
Yeah. Shout out to Next Generation. They're all so kind. Yes. I did try to slide in Colt's DMs that one time. He gives me the vibes sometimes. I saw him at a party recently. I said, I was drunk, and I told him I was going to try and sleep with him. And I don't know how he took that, but evidently there was a whole fight about me afterwards. And I don't know. Cole.
He's a whole nother. He's crazy. He's alive.
He's a different. Shout out to Cole. Can I just shout out to Cole real quick? Poor guy. He has been wanting to come on the show, and I invite people on the show when the time is right. Mm-hmm. I don't think the time is right, Cole. One day the time will be right. But every time I see him, it's like some shit. And he'll ask me like the most off the wall questions, and I'm just like, I saw him at an event. He goes, "Do you only invite people that are from South Waco?" I was like, "What does that even mean?" No,
crazy.
Like tomorrow's guest is from East Waco. What are you talking about? I'm not even from South Waco. Like, what are you talking about? He's crazy. Yeah, but in a cute way. Yeah, for sure. No, okay. So the plan is sorry. Shout out to Next Generation and shout out to your husband because I will say every interaction that we've had, even if it was for a brief moment, he's always been very kind with me. He really has. Always been very kind with me. So you guys are gonna open Beauty Bliss first and go a little while without employees. What are your tactics in hiring employees?
Well, so when we open, I do have a few people in mind. So I'll reach out to them to see if they're still down.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then but I just want, people that have their stuff together.
For sure. Do you have
no drama?
Do you have friends that might think they automatically have a position?
No.
Because sometimes I think it'll be hard to work with friends. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I don't really have friends, so
are you one of those?
I'm her best friend.
Okay.
I do have one main best friend that I love so much.
Shout out to her.
Yes, her name's Gabriella. Yes, but that's a whole
so you're not necessarily because I think that when people it's so crazy. Like you should have seen when the public affair popped off how many best friends I had especially during fucking fair season. You know what I mean? Or even when I was in the radio, it was like, hey, remember me from 5 years ago when we slept together? And I was like, and so so I wonder if you ladies are cautious or preemptive about the fact that there's some people who are going to try and ride your coattails. You know what I mean? It happens all the time in business, and how you'll proceed with that.
Whoever we do have there, like they'll be them or whatever, and we'll learn.
Yeah.
They might come and go.
Right.
But I mean, it's just gonna be a learning experience.
Yeah.
It's just the beginning.
She's more of the like no new friends type of deal.
Okay.
I like making friends.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't consider all of them like my best friend.
Right.
But I love being friendly to women that
she's more
are
like
successful.
social. And I'm more of who I already have that's I'm good
Okay.
with.
So, like, if, like, for instance, after the show, I'm like, let's go have mimosas. I'm over there texting it, bitch, let's go have mimosas to all my friends,
To your
you know?
friends, yeah, for sure. No, I got you. No, I just think that we're at an age too. Like, it kind of bothers me, if that's how you feel. You know what I mean? But I wish that we weren't in that mindset where it was like, I don't have, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like and in the same respect, friendships are a sacred thing.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I have friends to this day that it was hard to chip that wall down from them because they had been betrayed by their past friends.
Yeah.
I
I have like a lot of like outsider friends, like just hi bye type thing. But like
for sure.
friends, whenever you say friends, it goes deep with me.
It goes deep, absolutely.
So,
I agree. I'm at that stage. No, but I am at that stage too, though. I don't know. I guess I'm just friendly.
But I mean,
I'm friendly too.
But me doing nails, it kind of opened me up because I wasn't a social person, and me doing nails, it has me meeting new people, interacting with new people, getting to know a lot of people. So I do have a lot of clients that I consider friends.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I think that me and my barber said, we're friends now. He used to let me get drunk on his chair, and then he said, "Stop drinking on my chair," and I said, "I bet." You know what I mean? No. So, you know what? Real quick, Ashley, people were taking screenshots of the vaginas that you post.
Yes.
What? And
that's all I see whenever I get on Instagram.
I mean, that's all I see too, but we're not showing full vaginas. It's just like, I guess we'll just call it vag, right? And so I guess I just never would have thought, like, while I thought it was out of the box that you were posting the vaginas, and I do remember hearing you in class one time when we were training that you had a bunch of vaginas in your phone.
Yeah.
Which I have 0 vaginas on my phone. But so people were screenshotting your vagina? Like, how did you even find that out?
I had one, yes.
Okay.
So I have my public profile on Snap, and then my private, of course.
Okay.
So, of course, my public, I like putting anything on my business.
Well, it's still your work, too, though. You have to show that you can shave a good vagina.
She recently made a video of, like, her waxing the whole thing or whatever. Yeah. And it was actually satisfying. Like, it didn't show it fully.
I got a lot of views on that on TikTok.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just some weirdos out there.
There's weirdos.
So I want them to respect that. Like, look at it. You can look at it all you want. But why are you screenshotting? That's weird.
Yeah. Well, especially
unless, like, I don't know. Like, maybe, and see, that's the difference between me and her. I see goodness out of people. So I'm like, maybe they screenshotted it to show their wife. I'm like, hey, you should get your vagina waxed.
Actually, that's not why they showed it. That's not why they screenshotted it. Okay. Does that make you cautious now about posting vajacials, or you just did your thing?
Yeah, whoever's down, I'm down. I love it because that's what these past 3 years brought me my clientele. They love to see me work, and
anything that's gonna make her post.
Yeah,
I see.
Yes.
I think with guys it would be weird though, now that I'm thinking about it, because they're like, we talked a little bit about. I couldn't get into it fully with Alex, right? Because it's more we prayed at the end, and so which I love her. Shout out to I love Alex. I shout out to her. But I think with vaginas, right? For the most part, they all look the same. For the most part. I mean, I don't know. I think with penises though, because everybody has different size penises.
But that's like the vagina.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Do you have different size vaginas?
Different sizes, different colors.
Wait, no. How does that work? Yeah,
different.
No, I'm confused.
Like lips
Ace,
different.
I've never been down there. Like I've not. I'm a gold star.
I'm gonna have to tag you in this post of all kinds of vaginas.
Are you talking about like the lips and shit?
Yeah,
like,
it's all different.
So there's some roast beef, and then there's some ham and cheese. Like, okay.
And they're all beautiful
in their own way.
So wait,
in their own way.
Wait. Are you sometimes like this, and then sometimes?
Oh my gosh!
I be asking her, hey, can you do a little design or something?
Yeah. No, but I feel okay. So
she was like, you gonna have to go to your man for that.
It's cute because I think that if you did do guys, right, I don't think you would get a lot of guy clients because men be talking some shit, right? Like some guys be like, yeah, man, I'm hung like a horse, and then like when I'm about to do it with them, they're like, okay, I'm not that big, like and I'm just like, I mean, it's okay, we'll make it work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it would be weird with dudes, don't you think?
Like tucked in or tucked out.
But I think with men, we probably wouldn't. Just like the girls, like we would hide the whole thing and just the top.
Yeah,
area.
but like, how would we do that though? We just like in between the legs, just
the top area.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't know that. I know that we're
because I do have this girl on. I can't think of her name, but she does work out in Dallas. She does do manzillion.
Yeah.
So when she posts, it's not showing that; it's just showing the top area. So you can't really see.
So there are men to get like waxes and stuff?
I've had men call me.
Yeah, let me tell you, I shave. Like
You need to go to waxing.
I do need to go to waxing, but I'm like smooth. Like I don't like all that extra shit. I know that's TMI. I'm sorry, guys, but like no, I'm being serious. I know guys like to trim. No, let's be for real. Some guys like to trim. Yeah. Some guys like to let it just bush out. I don't want all that shit.
I've had a client honestly ask me. She's been getting waxed by me for a long time. If I would wax her husband because she heard that sex is better.
I mean, I will say, as just in the gay perspective, I've been with dudes that they are fully shaven. I've been with dudes that are trimmed, and I've been with dudes that it's just all over the fucking place. And I will say, I don't prefer it being all over the fucking place. I can't speak for the women. I don't know, women. What do you guys think? You guys are women.
You be like,
Like, fuck, I got hair in my mouth.
You be like, it's fucking bad. Yeah. No, honestly, it's.
I've been trying to convince my husband to let me wax him.
Okay.
So hopefully he'll let me. He's
But-
like, fuck that shit. I see the videos
Yeah.
of them
I see
women.
him doing it.
You should let him. I don't want to put y'all's man business out there.
Yeah,
I'm not going to ask that question. But no, like as a woman though. Okay, let's just say as a woman, what is a woman's preference? Do you think? Like,
I don't care.
you don't give a shit?
You do
I
what you
had
do,
it
and
all
that's
ways. I mean,
Yeah, because
like-
I've heard that. I mean, one of my other friends, she doesn't live here anymore, but she said that some guys, even like with girls and their hair, some guys like the hair because
Some
it
guys
shows
don't, yeah.
maturity.
Yeah.
Some guys don't want the hair there at all. And with guys too, I've heard girls and obviously gays like me, you know, I prefer it where it's just not all out there and bushy as fuck. Like, what are you doing? Like, clean it up a little bit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, just do that. But then some people want it where you have to be like this and shit. Like, you know, like I don't. That's
You gotta
fucking
go
weird.
search,
Yeah, you
digging
gotta
in
go
there.
searching. Especially when it's like a construction worker. It's like this. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, what are we
Oh
doing?
my
It's like,
God.
what are we
Oh
doing?
my God.
I'm kidding. Let's not answer that. Okay,
Yeah.
so listen. Beauty Bliss is opening up. Do we have a target date, or are we still
soon.
soon?
Soon.
Okay.
Just-
like I said,
Just
with the
be on the
city.
lookout. Be on the
Yes.
lookout. We're gonna post it. Like I said, we're gonna have a grand opening. We're gonna have giveaways, promotions,
Yes.
discounts.
Do you have any fears of going into business?
I don't. I'm more of a like, I take it day by day.
Okay.
And whatever
Yeah.
life throws at me.
She's not a stressful person like I am.
I don't.
Girl,
I'm really,
like,
That's
oh my
good.
God,
You're the yin
oh
to
my
her
God.
yang. That is.
So
good.
I feel like my husband, he be more stressing and stuff, and I'm just like sitting back,
Chilling.
like, just
Yeah,
chilling. Like,
but that's good too because your husband does own a successful barbershop.
he does.
And so you know you can get advice from him. He didn't do that by
Yeah.
laying on his back
and
or
then
being an idiot.
and
Like,
he's also helping a lot with Beauty Bliss. He
Is he?
invested a lot. He's
that's good.
yes, he's really supportive of it and everything.
I
So
love that.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to
'cause
him.
If
We-
it wasn't for him, I don't think I would have all the connects right then and
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And the way he talks to people professionally, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Yes.
like, okay.
Will you
Yeah.
please tell Ulysses to come on the public affair now? Tell
He
him
heard-
that it's not
he
that bad.
heard you.
Oh, he did? Just tell him, hey, I did the show. It wasn't that bad. Ulysses. It was good.
It wasn't.
Yeah. Okay. And Ashley, so I mean, you're like me. We're more anxious. We
Right.
think about the negative a lot. Yeah.
Well, not necessarily the negative. I'm
Mhm.
just an overthinker.
Okay.
I think too much about 2 months from now instead
Yeah.
of just living day by day. But that's what makes me me and makes
Yeah,
me
for sure.
grind hard and have my P's and Q's on point.
For sure.
'cause I'm an
I
overthinker.
feel
I'm a
like I'm
stressful
very
person.
organized too, though, when it comes
That's
to stuff.
good.
So I
Mhm.
guess that's why I don't really stress as much.
Okay.
Because I'm organized with my stuff.
More together,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
And I'm a,
Yeah,
I'm a
but
clean
see
freak,
her,
so
but her and Ulysses are like last minute, like, hey, bitch, let's go to San Antonio. I'm like, wait,
okay,
what?
bitch, like in 2 hours, like, hold on.
and
bitch,
see
what
me,
the-
always on the
and
go.
me,
we'll be here and we'll
no.
be somewhere else the next.
No.
damn
And me,
hour.
I'm
No.
like,
I need to plan.
let's get a hotel
Yes.
a month in advance because it's cheaper.
I'm with
for
you.
one.
Absolutely.
Oh, and what are we
Yes,
gonna
okay.
do? Do we have itinerary? Like
Well,
where we're gonna go?
Hold on, in that aspect, do your thing, okay?
Yeah.
I went to Vegas with 5 fucking men,
Oh.
and I was like, "This ain't the fucking tea." We pulled up at the fucking Travel Lodge, bitch.
Oh yeah.
Can we shout out Tomorrow and Joe and fucking Ponce, Berto, and Aaron, bitch? Can I tell y'all something real quick? Cause now I'm drunk. These niggas had me drive to Las Vegas 20 hours.
Oh,
Just
hell.
you?
No, I mean we were all driving
Yeah.
together. Well,
no, but
2
like y'all
separate
didn't
cars.
take turns.
No, yeah, we did. We took
Oh,
turns.
okay.
We drove 6 hours apiece.
A piece.
Don't let a man plan shit, right?
yeah.
And so
They gonna show up and like, all right, what's next?
we pulled
For real.
up. We pulled up to Vegas a day early, so there was no hotel.
Oh, hell
and then the
no.
hotel that was booked, it wasn't like
He
you
was
know.
probably thinking you don't sleep in Vegas.
I sleep in Vegas. Okay, because Vegas, like to me, is overrated.
Yeah.
I only went because I was like invited, and so we pull up, and it's not like the Excalibur. It's not the New York, New
Like
York.
Motel 6?
It's the fucking Travel Lodge in the fucking corner in the alley somewhere.
Damn
Oh,
it.
no.
Like hood as fuck, and I was like, y'all have got to be fucking kidding me right now. We had a good time, and I loved the trip, but I was like, y'all ain't allowed to plan shit no
No,
more. We could have
yeah.
sit across the street at the nice hotel
Yeah.
for probably the same fucking price. And then we're there a day early. I was like, just take my fucking credit card. I'll pay for it. I don't give a fuck. I just and we walked in the room, and it was one pillow. I was pissed. I was so pissed. I was like, just go to bed.
Yeah, I'm a planner.
And that's why we
And then
plan.
yeah.
Yes.
And I'm a stressor. So.
Yeah. Well, listen, I do hope that nonetheless that business goes well for you ladies. I mean, obviously you
Thank
both have
you.
good heads on your shoulders and you both seem to be very business oriented, I will say, and speaking for you because we have known each other for a long time and you were on the show before. And I just want to congratulate you, Ashley, like on all the successes since you've been on the Public Affair when I met you in the last 3 years, because I watched the show now. Or excuse me, I watched it last night and then I see you now and you just seem like an evolved woman. You really do. And you didn't let your circumstances define your future. And I'm just so proud of you. And Ace, I mean, I'm just glad to meet you. I never thought I'd have you on the show, right? She made it sound like you were shy and everything, but you I think that you guys do make a very good partnership, and I do think that you guys are going to be very successful in Beauty Bliss. So big shout out to both of you. Yes,
I'm excited.
Is there anything that you guys can leave us with before we go?
Yeah, because you brought up my tattoos. A lot of people ask me where I get them.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Hernandez and Adam Oliveira do all my tattoos. I always get like inboxes on my TikTok about
okay, got you.
Tattoos.
Yeah, so
and they're always all colored.
They're so good.
Yeah,
I think I asked Adam Oliveira to come on the show. Will you tell him to come on the show too?
I'll tell him the next.
Tell him I won't sleep with him. I won't sleep with him. Yeah. I don't want to sleep with these dudes no more. I'm telling you guys, I'm a changed man. Yeah.
Okay, I'll let him know.
Please let him know. Yes. Okay.
So I'm actually thinking about hitting him up. I do want one soon.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay. I told my best friend Mara that I do want to get my first tattoo.
Do you have any?
I don't.
What?
No.
I don't have any tattoos, but you know what I'm obsessed with? Hand tattoos.
Really?
I would love like a lotus flower because it defines like rebirth. And I feel
what
like
makes you want to get one like now?
I don't know.
Why haven't you got one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't get one
scared?
because when you put something on your body, it's permanent.
Yeah.
And so it's like I said,
True.
I would never smoke before, but with my best friend and our friend Dominic, Mara and Dominic, I had my first cigar.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So that was different. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I mean, I'm not smoking weed or cigarettes now. Get that shit away from me. Okay. But, when I think of a tattoo, I've always liked the aesthetic of tattoos. I think that when you do tattoos like yours, they look gorgeous. Yours obviously has like a plan on it. You know what I mean? And I look at my brother Maro's tattoos and he has really good tattoos. They're not just like random ass tattoos everywhere. There's like a structure on it. And so when I put something on my body, I don't want it to be just like random shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and so when I think, okay, what would my first tattoo be? The lotus flower represents rebirth. And I feel like with the Public Affair, I was rebirth. Like I became a whole different person. You know what I mean? And so that's what that symbolizes. And then maybe like put the Public Affair below it. You know what I mean?
That's what tattoos are about. You got to really like think about it.
Symbolize. Yeah.
Yes.
Now I don't want like, people, I think it's weird. Like when I slept with somebody and then they have like faces on their body. Like I feel like they're watching me. I'm like, okay. Just,
I know.
So that's weird to me. But
I told my tattoo artist, I was like, I really want portraits of my kids. And he's like, where the fuck you going to put all that?
No.
I have a lot of kids.
Okay.
I'm like, you're right.
Just
Never
don't put them on
mind.
your titties, please.
Yeah, no, chest is off limits.
Well, listen, both of you guys, thank you so much for coming on to the Public Affair. I had such a good time with you ladies. How can we follow your social medias in case we need any nails, vajacials done? How can we follow you guys?
So for Instagram, it's Ace Beauty Bliss. And I'm more on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm old on Facebook. Go ahead.
Mine, my Instagram is beautyboss _ aesthetics. I can't even talk right now. Don't follow my hacked one. It got hacked last year on New Year's. Oh my God. I'm wearing pink. The new one, I have scrubs on. And then my TikTok is Beauty Boss Aesthetics.
Yes, so make sure you guys go follow these ladies. Shout out to Beauty Bliss that's coming out here in the near future, hopefully when the city gets their show together.
Yes.
And make sure you guys go check them out as well. To Ashley, Ace, thank you guys again so much for coming on to the Public Affair. You know what? We got time for some mimosas before this because my hosting's in another hour, so we're good. Okay, yes. So make sure you guys, thank you again so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this episode. We've got more of the Public Affair on the way. I've got some really, really exciting episodes coming up. And I actually booked my last episode of the year that I am excited to put out. And I hope that you guys are really receptive of it. Yeah, we've been planning it for all year. So yeah, it's not Frankie J, but but it's the next best thing. And I'm so excited. So thank you guys again so much for all the love and support. Before we go, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of the Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by Soco Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez, located at 3304 Franklin Avenue. They offer team, small group, and individual skills training with elite skills training to make your kids superb star athletes with professionals like George De Leon. The Public Affair is also a very, very, very proud sponsor of the Soco soccer teams, coached by my brother, Mauro Maldonado, who is an amazing ace coach that is taking your kids to championships and teaching them discipline both on and off the field. I'm so blessed to be a part of that. To my brother, thank you so much for letting me do that. And of course, to Dominic and Ariana, thank you guys so much for all your support of the public affair. Of course, to my girl, Ana Limones with Hummingbird Party backdrops and decor. Listen, if you guys need some decorations, hit up my girl, Ana Limones. Hit up my girl, Ana Limones, with the backdrops, the balloons, everything. I'm telling you guys, impeccable work. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Make sure you call the number on the screen to book now for all party decorations, including beautiful balloon props, giving an extra flair to your party or event or grand opening. Yeah. To my girl, Ana Limones, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Jesus Sanchez with Brothers Roofing and Remodeling. He's kind of hot. He's from Mart. He's a small construction business from Mart, Texas, specializing in general roofing needs and so much more. Protect your home from the crazy element. Sometimes it'd be hot. Sometimes a fucking tornado comes. Then it's cold. You never know. Listen, get your roofs inspected with Brothers Roofing and Remodeling amongst a plethora of other services. Follow on Facebook and call the number on the screen to Jesus Sanchez. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, I'm not going to go on without thanking my boy, Jeffrey Monreal, Boyo Box and Audio, who I love. He always pimps my ride. He always gives me the super dark tint. Okay, and he gives me the starlights and everything. Home for all your LED needs and audio accessories, installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. He also specializes in building custom subwoofer enclosures and so much more. Jack of all trade and your one-stop shop to get everything done in one roof. To Jeffrey Monreal, thank you so much for all you do for me and The Public Affair. I truly, truly appreciate you. To everybody that tuned into this episode, thank you guys again so much. Ace, Ashley, Queens, and I'm so proud of both of you. You guys, best of luck to everything that you guys have going on in the future, and I cannot wait to go to your grand opening for Beauty Bliss. I'm so excited for you both. And you know what? We're gonna go ahead and fill up our mimosas, okay, because we're a little bit dry. I've got my hosting for the cutest vaquero contest here in like an hour, but don't forget to always keep it between us.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production. Are you a podcaster? Let's talk podcast hosting. Are you tired of your current podcast host? Need real support in a community that gets it? At Rogue Media Network, we offer top-tier podcast hosting services to help you thrive. From hosting and distribution to dedicated support, we've got you covered. Starting as low as $25 a month. Join our community of passionate podcasters today. Contact us at hello@roguemedianetwork.com.